Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your Uncle Oski here. Let's go for another walk. So, I was kind of thinking about this earlier after getting off the phone with my mom. And, I talk to my mom probably about like once a week. You know what I'm saying? Unless I've gone over there during the weekend. But, you know, she always opens up asking me, what's new, what's going on, blah, 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 right? And, you know, I I responded today at least with, same old, same old. And she pointed it out to me that that's my usual answer whenever she asks me that. And I guess I hadn't realized that that is my go-to answer, but I don't know. I guess it's just because like I don't really like keep tabs on what I tell her, I guess, or how I respond to people. But I guess yeah, I guess it is kind of true. Uh like she told me like, "Oh, every time I call you, you always say same old, same old." Like it feels like nothing ever happens in your life. And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess so." And it kind of just had me reflecting on like what I've actually been doing slash like experiencing, I guess. And I don't know, the answer I kind of came up to it was like, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm living my life day to day. And I just kind of, I guess I came to the realization that like, yeah, I guess my life's pretty boring. It's pretty uninteresting. Um, but I don't know. I feel like that's a good thing, at least for me. At least at this point, right? Like sometimes life gets to the point where like it's not boring and it's just super fucking stressful. Like I think almost all of last year, my life was quote unquote exciting, but in the worst way possible. Between family issues, issues at work, just a bunch of bullshit happening in my life. I would rather just have my life be boring as shit than have to deal with constant new things popping up trying to make my life worse. You know what I mean? Like, and, you know, I don't know. Look, right? Like, take it from someone who's over 30 who has gone through a lot of upheaval in their life, uh, in a lot of different phases in their life. Like, dude, for me, from when I was 26, which is when I moved away from home, from 26 to 29, my life was constant upheaval between moving states, getting a new job, getting used to everything, uh, getting a place with one of my friends, and then moving out of that situation with him to move on my own. So like I moved 3 times within 3 years. It was awful, and it's just it's like I'm finally at a point in my life where I'm just like life is boring right now, and like I'm totally okay with that because the last 4 years have just been way too much for me, and I'm finally okay with just being bored with my life. I'm okay with being a boring person who goes to work, uh, comes back, does their chores, partakes in my hobbies and stuff like that. Like I've earned my life being boring finally because I went through so much crap for the last 4 years that I deserve to sit back and just be like, yeah, I'm bored, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being bored. Life doesn't always have to be exciting. Now, I'm not saying not to do exciting things, or if you're feeling like your life has been a little too mundane recently, like by all means, like plan things out, go do stuff, shake it up a bit. You know, I'm not telling you to just, you know, live your life the same until you get put in the box or, your body's burnt to a crisp and your ashes scattered all over Disney World or something, right? But it's a balance. And it's not even it doesn't even necessarily have to be like a 50-50 balance. Like for me, most of my life is boring, or I guess boring and tedious, yada yada, but like within the next couple of days, I'm heading up to the mountains with my brother, sister-in-law, and my niece. Like, that's exciting. That's awesome. I'm going away on vacation. It's only like 3 days, but that's awesome. It's a chance to unwind, and it's a break from the monotony of my usual everyday to day life, of working, of cleaning around the house, taking care of chores and all that stuff. It's a break from all that. And that's exciting for me, and then I'm going to come back, and I probably won't go on vacation for a while until probably like 4th of July when I go down to visit my parents and hang out there for the 3-day weekend. That's exciting enough for me. Like, I'm right now at the point in my life where, like, I don't want variation, really. I really don't. Like, I'm okay with, like, I'm okay with the routine right now. Now, granted, maybe in a year or two, I'll be bored of that and I'll want to switch it up a bit, right? But, whenever I see people complaining about life being boring, I have to question that sometimes, right? Because it's like boring based on what, right? Like, if you compare your life to, let's say, like a content creator on social media, trust me, you're going to feel like your life is boring because their projection of what their life actually is so exciting, quote unquote, that like most of us can't achieve that. And honestly, like, I feel like me personally, if I lived the life of one of these social media people, like, I feel like I would get diminishing returns on that. Does anyone else feel that way? Because first of all, I would be way too tired to do all this stuff. It's also why, like, dude, if I go out on a Saturday with my brother, my niece, and my sister-in-law, like, if we go out for a few hours and we come back to the house, like, I am beat. Like, my battery's drained. You know what I mean? Like, I'm 31. I don't have the fucking energy for this shit, dude. Like, it's all about moderation and balance. Like, these social media people, like, first of all, they get paid to project this. So that's one. And two, like, they're not actually living this way. You know what I mean? Like, it's all a faux pas. It's all fake. Anyway, so, forget that stuff. It's a carefully crafted, construct. It's a lie. It's a sham. These people aren't really living like this every day. It's just not how it is. And even if you were living that life every day, it will get to the point where you get bored of it. So then your life is boring by doing all this energy sapping shit. So it's kind of like, well, what's the point? And then you go back to, and then you would end up pulling back and then doing nothing for a while. And then you'd be like, well, I'm bored again. It's all about that balance, man. And finding what that balance is for you. Because someone like me, like at my age now, at 31, like, I couldn't do the shit that I was doing at like 21. Like, when I was 21, I was going out every day. Every day was exciting because I never knew what was going to happen that day, but I could not live like that now. I could not live like that now. Like, the me at 21 would find me now boring. But, like, for me, like, I call this peace. This is peace for me, man. I'm getting my stuff done. I'm spending more time in nature. I'm partaking in my hobbies. Like, I am perfectly content with my life not being exciting 24/7. Like, I've found that happy medium for myself. And it's exactly that. It's happy and it's fulfilling. Am I 100% happy with my life? No, but that's due to a bunch of other stuff. It's not because I'm bored. It's definitely not because I'm bored. It's due to the stuff that I can't control / I'm subjected to all the time. But yeah, when it comes to just overall contentment with my life, I'm totally okay. Look, sometimes life is boring, and that is fine. That is totally, totally fine. And I really have nothing more to say to add on top of that. So, hey man, look, if you like the video, like and subscribe, so you get, so you don't miss out on any future videos that I make here. So yeah, until our next walk, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks.